Right now, the planet is changing. Not slowly, not naturally, but faster than at any point in human history. Ice is melting. Oceans are rising. Forests are burning. And the question is no longer if climate change is real. It's whether we can stop it before it's too late. But what if the solution isn't human? What if the answer is artificial intelligence? For decades, scientists have warned us. We've measured the data, tracked the temperatures, watched the patterns shift. And yet, emissions keep rising. Because climate change isn't just a science problem, it's a human problem. Economics, politics, behavior, all tangled together. And that's where things get complicated, because solving climate change doesn't just mean understanding it, it means changing everything. To understand the crisis, we need to understand its scale. Every year, humanity releases over 35 billion tons of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. From cars, from factories, from electricity, from the way we build cities, the way we grow food, the way we live. This invisible gas traps heat and slowly, relentlessly warms the entire planet. Earth has always had natural climate cycles, but what's happening now is different. Temperatures are rising faster than ecosystems can adapt. Glaciers that took thousands of years to form are disappearing in decades. Storms are becoming stronger, droughts longer, and heat waves more deadly. Climate change isn't one problem, it's a chain reaction. Melting ice to rising seas to flooding cities, hotter oceans to stronger storms, and perhaps most dangerous of all, feedback loops, where warming causes more warming. The science is clear. The solutions exist. Renewable energy, electric transport, sustainable systems. So why haven't we fixed it? Because the world is complex. Decisions are slow. Systems are massive. And change is difficult. We are good at solving problems, but climate change is different. It involves billions of people, thousands of systems, decades of consequences. No single human, no single government can process all of that at once. And this is where something new enters the story. Artificial intelligence. A system that can process massive data, find patterns we can't see, and optimize decisions at a global scale. Can AI do what humans struggle to do? Can it predict, optimize, and transform the systems driving climate change? Or is it just another tool in a problem far bigger than technology? In Part 2, we explore how AI is already being used to fight climate change in real life. From energy grids to agriculture to climate prediction systems, the solutions are already here. But are they enough? Subscribe to Science in Silence because the future of this planet may depend on what comes next.
What if the fight against climate change has already begun? Not in the future, not in theory, but right now, all around us. Invisible systems, silent algorithms, machines learning, adapting, optimizing, working behind the scenes to solve one of humanity's biggest problems. In Part 1, we saw the crisis, a planet under pressure, systems pushed to the edge. But now, in Part 2, we shift from problem to possibility. Because artificial intelligence is no longer just an idea, it's already being used to fight climate change in real, measurable ways. Energy is the biggest contributor to climate change. Electricity powers our homes, our cities, our industries. But much of it still comes from fossil fuels, coal, oil, gas. and these fuels release massive amounts of carbon dioxide. Modern energy systems are incredibly complex. Power plants, renewable sources, consumption patterns, all constantly changing. Humans alone cannot manage, but AI can. AI-powered smart grids can predict electricity demand, balance supply automatically, reduce energy waste. Imagine a city where electricity flows exactly where it's needed at exactly the right time. Renewable energy is powerful but unpredictable. Solar depends on sunlight, wind depends on weather. AI solves this by predicting weather patterns, adjusting energy storage, and managing supply dynamically. Some AI systems have already reduced energy waste by up to 30%. That means less fuel burned, less carbon released, less damage to the planet. Climate change isn't just about today. It's about predicting what comes next: storms, floods, heat waves. Traditional climate models are powerful but limited. They require massive computation and often simplify complex systems. AI changes that. AI can analyze satellite data, ocean temperatures, atmospheric changes, and find patterns that humans might miss. AI can now predict extreme weather events, flood risks, drought conditions, days, even weeks in advance, saving lives, reducing damage. Some countries already use AI systems to monitor rising sea levels, predict hurricanes, track glacier melt. Agriculture feeds the world, but it also contributes to climate change through methane emissions, deforestation, and water usage. AI helps farmers use fewer resources, produce more food, and reduce environmental impact. AI can monitor soil conditions and decide exactly when to water crops, not too much, not too little, saving water and energy. Using drones and sensors, AI can detect plant health, identify diseases early, optimize fertilizer use. More efficient farming means less land used, less forest destroyed, lower emissions. Carbon emissions are hard to track. They're invisible, distributed, everywhere. AI can analyze satellite images, industrial activity, transportation data to estimate emissions in real time. Companies and governments can no longer hide emissions. AI creates transparency. What gets measured gets managed. AI systems are now tracking deforestation, pollution, carbon output across entire continents. Some of the world's biggest companies are using AI to reduce energy in data centers, optimize cooling systems, cut emissions dramatically. Cities are using AI to control traffic flow, reduce congestion, lower fuel consumption. AI is helping track ocean pollution, wildlife populations, forest health. AI is even helping scientists discover new materials, improve battery technology, and design cleaner energy systems. AI is not a single solution. It's a tool, a powerful one, but still just a tool, because technology alone cannot solve a human problem. AI can optimize systems, predict outcomes, reduce waste, but it cannot make decisions for us, change human behavior, solve political conflicts. So the question is no longer, can AI help fight climate change? Because it already is. The real question is, can it do enough? And can we use it fast enough before time runs out?
Part 3. The Future. Can AI really save us? We built a machine to solve our biggest problem. But what if it's not enough? The planet is still warming. The clock is still ticking. And now, humanity stands at a crossroads. One path leads to innovation, the other to consequence. In Part 2, We saw how AI is already helping, optimizing energy, predicting disasters, improving systems. But this raises a deeper question. Can technology really solve a problem we created? Or are we asking the wrong question entirely? Artificial intelligence can analyze data faster than any human. It can predict patterns, optimize systems, suggest solutions, but it cannot act on its own. It doesn't make decisions. It doesn't enforce change. It depends on us. AI can recommend clean energy adoption, reduced emissions, efficient systems, but governments must act. Companies must change. People must adapt. Without action, AI is just a voice with no power. The biggest problem isn't knowledge, it's execution. We already know how to reduce emissions, but change is slow because it requires investment, policy changes, behavioral shifts. AI itself consumes massive amounts of energy. Data centers, servers, training models, all require electricity. And if that energy comes from fossil fuels, AI could increase emissions. The tool meant to solve the problem could also make it worse. This is the paradox of modern technology. AI systems are controlled by governments, corporations. This raises concerns. Who decides how AI is used? Who benefits from it? Not every country has access to advanced AI. This creates imbalance. Some regions may benefit, while others fall behind. If AI makes a decision that impacts millions, who is accountable? The developer? The government? The machine? AI learns from data, but data is not perfect. It reflects human systems, including bias and inequality. AI could influence decisions like where resources go, which regions are prioritized, how risks are managed. These are not just technical choices, they are moral choices. Climate change is not just about systems, it's about people, habits, lifestyles, decisions. AI cannot force people to use less energy, change consumption, adopt sustainable habits. That requires awareness and willingness. Solving climate change requires global cooperation, shared responsibility, long-term thinking, things that are difficult for humanity. AI is not the solution. It is a multiplier. It amplifies what we do. If we act wisely, it accelerates progress. If we don't, it accelerates failure. Imagine a world where energy is fully optimized, emissions are tracked globally, systems are efficient, decisions are data-driven. AI could help build that world. But if misused, AI could increase inequality, consume more energy, delay real action. The future does not depend on AI alone. It depends on how we use it. Because technology does not choose direction. Humans do. We created the problem. We created the tool. Now we must choose the outcome. AI can guide us, support us, empower us, but it cannot save us unless we choose to save ourselves. If this changed how you see the future, subscribe to Science in Silence, because the biggest questions are still ahead.